Okay, so before we start, let's get an idea about the route that we'll be following for this trip. From Bangalore, we'll be taking National Highway 948 or Kanakpura Road as it is known locally. And this road goes via places like Harohalli and then Kanakpura. And then from there, we'll be going via places like Halagur and then Malavalli. And from Malavalli, then we'll be reaching Epidoti, where we'll be somewhere after crossing that place, we'll be taking a small detour towards Bharachukki Falls, and then after covering Bharachukki Falls, we'll again get back to National Highway 948. We'll go past Kollegal, and then we'll be entering into State Highway 38 for going to Gundal Dam. So to reach Gundal Dam, we'll be taking a small detour somewhere near Harohalli, and then after visiting Gundal Dam, we'll again get back to State Highway 38, and then we'll be merging to National Highway 948 once more, just before the start of the Dhimbham Ghat section. Now the Dhimbham Ghat section, the NH 948 will go via Dhimbham Ghat section and we'll go to Bannari. After crossing Bannari, we'll have the Bannari Amman Temple and the Bhavanisagar Dam, but we will not be covering these places during our journey to Coimbatore, because we will be covering these places during our journey. So this portion of the trip will be via Sathyamngalam Reserve Tiger Forest, and after crossing Bannari, we will be going via Metropolium, and then this National Highway 948 you follow, and then we will be reaching the city of Coimbatore.
we are on the way to see the Bharachukki Falls after parking our car. we are now entering Dhimbam. Bend, and we have to cross 27 hairpin bends in total. So now we are proceeding to the second one.